Hello, hello, English learners. Welcome back to Key to Learn English. Today, I want you to imagine you are sitting with us in a quiet, cozy cafe. You have your favorite warm drink in your hand, and this time is just for you. No rush, no pressure, just English and a gentle talk about your heart.
Hi friends, I'm Ryan. I'm really happy you're here with us. You made a good choice just by pressing play. Today's episode is about something many people never really learn in school. We're talking about how to love yourself more than anyone else, but in a healthy, kind way.
When some people hear this topic, they think, isn't that selfish? But healthy self-love is not selfish at all. It's actually the opposite. When you respect yourself, you become calmer, kinder, and stronger with other people too. You stop breaking yourself to make everyone else comfortable.
This episode is B1 level, so if you are intermediate, it's perfect for you. And if you're a strong beginner, don't worry. Just relax, take what you understand, and let the other words move like background music. You will still learn because your ears and your brain are listening.
Today, we'll share simple, real-life habits so you can love yourself in daily situations. At work, with your family, with your friends, and also when you're alone with your own thoughts. We'll also give you clear English sentences you can repeat and use in your life. At the end, we'll do a calm word tour with the key vocabulary from today.
Before we begin, can you give yourself one small gift? Take one slow breath in and one slow breath out. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to understand every word. You just need to be here with us, right now.
Let's start with a simple idea. The way you treat yourself becomes your standard. Your standard is like your personal rule. It's what you accept and what you don't accept in your life. You don't tell everyone your standard, but people feel it.
When you respect yourself, people usually follow your lead. They think, oh, this person takes themselves seriously. I should treat them with care. But when you ignore your own needs, you sometimes teach people to ignore them too. You don't do it on purpose, but it still happens.
For example, imagine you always say yes to extra work, even when you are tired. Your boss asks, "Can you stay late again tonight?" And you say, "Sure, no problem," even though you want to go home and rest. Your heart is saying no, but your mouth is saying yes.
At first, it feels nice. People call you helpful, kind, reliable. Those words feel good. But slowly, this becomes a habit, and habits become a role. You become the person who always says yes. One day you realize you're exhausted and overwhelmed, and you ask yourself, how did I get here?
I remember a time when a friend always sent me long voice messages late at night. It was not every day, but very often. Even when I was half asleep, I answered right away. I told myself, I'm just being a good friend. But week by week, it started to drain me.
Then one night, you finally try something different. Maybe you answer after 1 hour, not after 1 minute. And your friend says, "Hey, why didn't you reply? Where were you?" Suddenly, you see that you trained them to expect instant access to you. You didn't plan this, but your behavior taught them.
So what is the lesson here? The lesson is not stop being kind. Kindness is beautiful. The lesson is kindness needs a limit. You need a line where kindness ends and self-harm begins. That line has a name in English. We call it a boundary.
A boundary is your personal limit. It's what is okay and what is not okay for you. Boundaries are not big stone walls. They are more like doors. Doors can open and close. You can invite people in, but you can also decide when it is time to close the door and rest.
When you start setting boundaries, something interesting happens. Some people get uncomfortable, especially the people who enjoyed it when you had no boundaries. They are used to the old you, the always available version.
But this does not mean they are bad people. It only means they are not used to your new standard. You are changing the rules of how you treat yourself. And when you raise your standard, something inside you has to change first. You start believing that your feelings and your time are important.
Boundaries are not just about other people. They are also about what you believe you deserve. Many of us grew up thinking, I must keep everyone happy or they will leave me. This is what we call people-pleasing. People-pleasing means you try to keep everyone comfortable, even when you suffer.
The problem is that people-pleasing feels kind, but inside, it is painful. You say yes, but your body says no. You say, it's fine, while your stomach is tight and your chest feels heavy. And when you finally say no, a loud voice of guilt wakes up in your mind.
Guilt says things like, you are selfish, you are a bad friend, you are lazy. Guilt has a very big mouth and it talks all day. But I want you to remember a simple truth. Saying no is not cruelty. Sometimes saying no is a way of caring for yourself and even for the relationship.
Maybe a friend invites you out and you are really tired. Old you says, yes, of course, I'll come. And then you feel angry and exhausted. New you says, I can't tonight, but thank you for asking. That sentence is short, clear, and kind. You don't need a long explanation. You don't need to write a 5-page essay called, Please Still Like Me.
Let's practice a few simple no sentences you can use in English. Listen and repeat if you can. I can't today, but thank you for asking. I'm not available this week. I need to rest tonight. These are powerful because they are honest and gentle at the same time.
When you start saying no, something beautiful happens. You get space. You get time. And in that new space, you can feel joy again. Because joy needs room. When your life is too crowded with obligations and people-pleasing, even good things cannot breathe.
Now let's talk about something deeper, self-worth. Self-worth means you believe you have value as a human being, even on your bad days. Not just on your perfect hair, perfect English, high productivity days.
A lot of people connect their self-worth to things outside themselves, to money, to beauty, to social media likes, to grades, to job titles. They wait for other people to say, you are good enough. That is what we call validation. Validation means other people confirming that you are okay.
Validation feels nice. A compliment can make your day. A kind message can make you smile. But if you need validation all the time, you become fragile inside. If someone does not like you, you crash. If someone criticizes you, you feel small and broken.
I remember posting something online and getting one rude comment, just one. But my mood changed like someone used a remote control on my feelings. One click, and my whole day shifted. Then I asked myself, why does this stranger have so much power over me?
The answer was simple and painful. Because I was borrowing my worth from outside. I was giving my power away. So here is a sentence you can keep in your pocket. My worth is not up for discussion. And another one. I am enough, even while I'm improving.
Let's say those together, slowly. My worth is not up for discussion. I am enough, even while I'm improving. You don't have to feel these sentences 100% yet. It's okay if they feel new or strange. But if you repeat them often, they start to change the way you think.
When you truly start to believe in your self-worth, you stop living for the audience. You don't design your life to impress people. You design your life to support your values, your health, and your peace. And that is where real self-love begins.
Self-love does not start with big, dramatic actions. It starts with honest noticing, with self-awareness. Self-awareness means you notice your feelings, your needs, and your reactions without judging yourself.
Think of a trigger like a button. Someone says one sentence and suddenly you feel angry, sad, or insecure. Maybe your boss says, "We need to talk," and your heart starts racing. Maybe a friend doesn't reply to your message and you immediately think, "They don't like me anymore."
Instead of calling yourself crazy or too sensitive, you can ask gentle questions. What is this feeling? What is this moment reminding me of? What do I need right now? You become a curious friend to yourself, not a harsh judge.
Try this simple exercise. Ask yourself 2 questions. What drains me and what gives me energy? Drain means to slowly take away your energy, like a phone battery going down. Maybe doom scrolling on social media drains you. Maybe certain people or conversations drain you.
On the other side, some things give you energy. A slow walk, a good song, clean space in your room, a calm conversation. When you know what drains you and what feeds you, you can make better choices. You can protect your energy instead of wasting it.
Self-awareness does not need to be complicated. It can be a quiet 5 minutes with a notebook, writing how you feel. It can be a short walk without your phone. It can even be 1 minute of just sitting and breathing and asking yourself, how am I really?
It's like cleaning a window. When the window is dirty, everything outside looks cloudy and confusing. When you clean it, you see clearly. When your mind is clear, your decisions become cleaner too. You are not trying to be perfect. You are just trying to see yourself honestly.
There's another habit that hurts self-love and self-worth. We call it the sorry habit. It's when you say sorry for everything, even for normal human things. Sorry, I'm talking. Sorry, I'm asking a question. Sorry, I'm tired.
Of course, we should say sorry when we make a real mistake or hurt someone. But many of us say sorry for simply existing. We apologize for taking up space. And each time we do that, we send a message to ourselves. I don't deserve to be here.
I had a coworker once who started almost every message with, "Sorry. Sorry to bother you. Sorry, I just wanted to ask." Even when they were helping me, they apologized. And I remember thinking, you don't need to shrink. You are allowed to exist.
When you stop shrinking, something else appears. The inner critic. The inner critic is that voice in your head that says, "Who do you think you are? You're not good enough. You always fail." It speaks so quickly that sometimes you believe it without even noticing.
It's like living with a bully, but the bully is inside your mind. And you can't run away because the voice is with you everywhere. So what do? You can't just turn off your brain, but you can start to change how you talk to yourself.
Here is a simple trick. Talk to yourself like you would talk to a good friend. If your friend made a mistake, would you say, "You're useless. You always fail. You're stupid"? Probably not. You would say, "It's okay. You're human. What can you learn from this?"
Next time you hear a negative sentence in your head, don't fight it aggressively. Just pause and ask, is this a fact or is this fear? Fear Fear is like fog. It makes problems look bigger and scarier than they are. Facts are like a flashlight. They show what is really there.
When you make a mistake, don't use it as proof that you are bad. Use it as information. You can say, "Okay, that was hard. That didn't go well. Next time, I will try something different." Mistakes are stepping stones. They are not your identity.
And once your inner voice becomes a little kinder, something beautiful happens. Setting boundaries becomes easier. You stop saying no with anger and start saying no with self-respect. The word no stops feeling like a fight and starts feeling like a simple choice.
Let's talk about energy. Your energy is not unlimited. You cannot keep giving and then be surprised when you feel empty. Even very good, generous people can burn out if they don't protect their energy.
Protecting your energy is not selfish. It is like charging your phone. You don't say, "My phone is selfish because it needs to charge." You simply understand. No battery, no function. It is the same with you. No energy, no joy, no patience, no creativity.
Your environment matters a lot. The people around you, the content you watch, the routines you follow, all of these things affect you. Some relationships feel warm and safe. You feel relaxed, you can be yourself, and you laugh easily. Other relationships feel heavy or unsafe.
Your body often notices before your mind understands. Around some people, your shoulders go up, your stomach feels tight. You choose your words very carefully. You feel small. If someone constantly makes you feel small, that is a sign. It doesn't always mean they are a bad person, but it might mean the space is not good for you.
Sometimes you simply outgrow people. You change, they don't, and the connection doesn't fit anymore. It can be sad, but it's also part of life. You don't need a big fight or drama. Sometimes you just step back little by little. Less contact, more quiet, more room to breathe.
Peace is also a choice. You can choose peace instead of constant drama. You can choose rest over burnout. You can choose friends who respect your boundaries over people who only call when they need something. These choices are not always easy, but they're part of loving yourself.
And when you choose peace, something strong grows in you. Resilience. Resilience means you can bounce back after hard moments. You don't stop feeling pain, but you don't break in the same way as before. You learn to bend and then come back.
Let's talk more about that phrase, bounce back. To bounce back means to recover after something difficult, a failure, a rejection, a bad week. It doesn't mean the event didn't hurt. It means you don't stay on the ground forever.
People who truly love themselves bounce back faster, not because their life is easy, but because they don't punish themselves with shame. They don't repeat the "I'm worthless" speech in their head every night. They speak to themselves like a coach, not like an enemy.
Imagine you had a very hard week. Maybe your English exam didn't go well. Maybe you argued with someone you care about. Maybe work was terrible. A non-loving voice says, "See, you are a failure. You will never improve." A loving voice says, "That was hard, but I'm still here."
Then the loving voice looks for one small win. Not a huge success, just something tiny. I got out of bed. I answered one email. I did 10 minutes of English practice. These small wins build quiet confidence over time, like tiny bricks in a wall.
At first, one brick doesn't look like much, but over weeks and months, those bricks become a strong structure. On bad days, you can look back and think, I have done hard things before. I can do this too. That is real confidence. Not loud confidence, but quiet, stable confidence.
To bounce back like this, we need one more ingredient: forgiveness. Many people carry old guilt like a heavy backpack. Maybe you made a mistake years ago and you still think about it every night. You keep replaying the same scene again and again.
Forgiving yourself does not mean saying, "What I did was perfect." It means, "I am human. I learned. I will do better in the future." You keep the lesson, but you put down the shame. You stop beating yourself up for the same mistake 100 times.
You deserve a fresh start. Not only once a year, but every day. If you're listening right now and you feel emotional, that's okay. It means the words are touching something important inside you. Take a breath, place a hand on your heart if you like, and just sit with that feeling for a moment.
Now, let's do our calm word tour. We'll collect some key words from today. We'll say them slowly and give simple examples. You can replay this part anytime you want.
First word: standard. Your standard is your personal rule, what you accept or don't accept. Example: my standard is respect. If someone is rude, I step back.
Next word: available. Available means you have time, you can respond, or you can help. Example: I'm not available tonight. I need to recharge.
Reliable. Reliable means people can trust you. You do what you say you will do. Example: she is reliable. If she says she will help, she really helps.
Overwhelmed. Overwhelmed means there is too much and your brain feels full. Example: I felt overwhelmed this week, so I took a quiet break.
Boundaries. Boundaries are your personal limits, what is okay and what is not okay. Example: my boundary is no work messages after 9 p.m.
Uncomfortable. Uncomfortable means you don't feel relaxed. You feel uneasy or tense. Example: he looked uncomfortable when I said no.
Self-worth. Self-worth means you believe you have value as a person, even on bad days. Example: my self-worth doesn't change because of one mistake.
Validation. Validation is when other people confirm you are good enough, like approval. Example: I like validation, but I don't want to depend on it.
Fragile. Fragile means easily hurt or broken, even emotionally. Example: when I needed approval all the time, my confidence felt fragile.
Criticize. Criticize means to say negative things about someone's work or actions. Example: my boss criticized my report, but I learned from it.
Crash. Emotionally. To crash means your mood suddenly falls. Example: when she ignored my message, I crashed and felt really sad.
Self-awareness. Self-awareness means you notice your feelings, needs, and reactions. Example: self-awareness helps me see what really drains me.
Drain. Drain means to slowly take your energy away. Example: doom scrolling on my phone drains me.
Trigger. A trigger is something that causes a strong emotional reaction, like pushing a button. Example: being interrupted is a trigger for me.
People-pleasing. People-pleasing means you try to keep everyone happy, even when you suffer. Example: I'm trying to stop people-pleasing and start setting boundaries.
Bounce back. To bounce back means to recover after something hard. Example: after a bad week, I tried to bounce back with small steps.
Inner critic. The inner critic is the negative voice in your head. Example: my inner critic tells me I'm not good enough, but I'm learning to question it.
Forgive. To forgive means to stop holding anger or guilt. Example: I'm learning to forgive myself for old mistakes.
Small wins. Small wins are tiny successes that still matter. Example: today my small win was 10 minutes of English practice.
Thank you for staying with us until the end of this episode. Today we talked about loving yourself more than anyone else, not in a selfish way, but in a healthy way. We talked about standards, boundaries, self-worth, the inner critic, and small wins.
Remember, you don't need to change your whole life in one day. Choose just one small habit from this episode. Maybe saying one kind sentence to yourself. Maybe saying no one time. Maybe taking a 5-minute break without your phone. Small steps still count.
If this episode helped you, please subscribe to Key to Learn English so you never miss a new episode. Click like, and in the comments, write one small way you will be kinder to yourself this week. Even one sentence is enough.
You are not just learning English here. You are also learning how to take care of your mind and your heart. We're proud of you for listening today. Thank you for your time and your trust.
Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing. Take care, dear friend.
Bye for now.